Hey, this is TimmyG. Welcome to the 18th edition of my tutorial series on DJay Pro 2 for Mac by Algoriddim. Today's tutorial will show you a few basic transitions with a controller in DJay Pro 2. Even though this is a tutorial series on DJay Pro 2, this tutorial is applicable to any DJ software using any DJ controller. Let's get started. So the first transition we're going to do is just the simple crossfade, and that is when one song is ending, we just move the crossfader over from left to right and start the next song. So I will get started on that right now. So I have my two songs, Robots and Happy Father's Day, loaded. And I'm going to get Robots towards the end. And then Happy Father's Day is at the beginning right now. I'm going to move the crossfader all the way over to the robot side, and then I'm going to hit play. So we can imagine like the song is ending right now. And I know the song is going to be ending very soon, so I'm going to hit play with Happy Father's Day and fade it in. And now the transition is done. Another way you can do that type of simple crossfade transition is by using these filter knobs. So I'm going to get this back to where we were. So I'm going to move the crossfader to the left, get Happy Father's Day over there. Robots over there to the end, and then Happy Father's Day to the beginning. And this time I'm going to have the filter, all the way down so we can only hear the low pass filters, or the low frequencies, I should say. And I'm going to start Happy Father's Day, and as it's ending, I'm going to fade the Happy Father's Day in, and I'm going to move the filter up so we can start hearing higher and higher frequencies. So here's what that sounds like. So I'm starting Happy Father's Day right now. And now the transition is done. So you can use that filter transition if you want to add a bit more to just the simple crossfade. The next transition we're going to do is the echo out. And I'm going to make it so we can see the effects window in the software on the screen. So I'm going to go up and click on effects. And we want to make sure our first effect is echo, okay? Because my controller only has one effect area, which is going to be right here. If you have multiple effect controls, then it doesn't matter. But mine only has one. So anyway, we want it all the way to the left right here, and on the controller that means all the way to min. You can see as I move my hand on this knob, it slides right around here. So anyway, we want this. And the next thing that we also want is to go to Preferences and then Mixer. We want to make sure that our mixer setting is on Post Fader. That means that, for instance, I'll show you when I hit play and then I hit stop, or then I move the fader down, that the echo keeps happening. So something like this. We can still hear the echo fade out even though I move the fader. And same thing if I pause. It's still ringing out even though I stop the track. So I'm going to turn the echo off for now. And I'm going to get Robots to the end. And then I'm going to get Happy Father's Day to the beginning. And this time I'm going to have the crossfader in the middle. And I'm not going to start Happy Father's Day until I stop Robots. So I'm going to close out of this. All right, so I'm back towards the end with Robots, and I'm going to hit play right now. And now I'm going to turn the echo on right now. And we can hear as I started Happy Father's Day that the Robots was still echoing out. And you can do that transition in all sorts of varieties. That's not the only way to do it. I'm going to do another version of this transition. This time I'm going to have a song with the same BPM. So I'm going to load a track right now. It's TimmyG. And
It's TimmyG.
So I'm going to do the same thing. And this time I'm going to let the echo ring a little bit longer. But since these tracks are the same BPM, the echoing is going to kind of be the beat for letting It's TimmyG come into the mix. So I'm going to go back over here and get robots towards the end again. I'll turn the echo off for now. And then I'm getting It's TimmyG at its first beat. So now I'm going to play robots and then hit the echo button. And then it's going to echo out. And as it echoes out, I'm going to play the first beat of It's TimmyG in line with that echo ringing. So I'll put this in the middle, actually. And we can see that the first beat came on right as the echo was ringing out on the same beat. Now, the echo was getting a little quieter, so if you want to do that earlier, that might sound better. But that's the basic idea of how to do that. The next transition we're going to do is just a simple jogwheel spin to stop one track and then start another track. And I'm going to get Happy Father's Day back on to the deck. So now I have Happy Father's Day loaded on the right. And what I'm going to do is as it's ending, and I'm going to turn the effect off. We don't need the effect right now. So as it's ending, I'm going to spin. Well, here, let's get back. I'm going to spin out the Happy Father's Day. And as the spinning is about to stop, I'm going to hit I'm going to pause the track. And then as I'm pausing this track, I'm going to start robots. So I'll get robots to the start. I'm going to get Happy Father's Day to the end. And here's what it's going to look like. And this is another one where the crossfader can be in the middle. So that's the basic idea of that transition. The next transition I'm going to do is using the break and start effects. And I went over how to turn that on in a previous tutorial, but I'm going to show you again if you've already seen that. So you go up to Preferences. And then we're going to go to General. And then right here, Play Pause. This is how long it takes the song to start or stop. So you can go anywhere from 0 to 5 seconds. So at first I'm going to do 5 seconds just to show how extreme it is. And then I'll do something like 1.5 seconds to show maybe more of a realistic way to transition. So I'll turn this off for now. So now I'll start on robots. And then I'll get Happy Father's Day. Well, I'll get robots to the end, and then I'll get Happy Father's Day to the beginning. So we're near the end of robots right now. And I want to get Happy Father's Day started. And since this is going to be a long fade, I'm going to hit play right now. And now we see how it's fading out. And as that's fading out, I can start Happy Father's Day. And we see Happy Father's Day also is taking a long time to stop as well. But that's the basic idea of it. I'll do another one where, like I said, it's going to be 1.5 seconds to stop. So I'll go back to Preferences and change this to 1.5. And I'll do the same thing. And here's what it's going to look like. So that transition was a bit smoother at 1.5 seconds, but you can pick whatever time that you like the best. The last transition that I'm going to do is just playing with the hot cues a little bit, and I'm going to load my track Dream Guy on the right deck for this one. And what I'm going to be doing is as Robots is ending, I'm going to get Robots towards the end. I'm I'm going to be playing with the first hot cue to the same beat as robots. Now they're at different BPMs, but that's okay. And then on the last beat of robots, I'm going to hold the hot cue and then hit the play button to have it play out. And since it doesn't sound great for multiple bass lines to be played at the same time, the way that the lower waves interact, I'm going to have the high pass filter on a little bit. So instead of hearing this, you're going to hear this. And then I'm going to be playing this hot cue a little bit. And then, like I said, when robots is about to end, I'm going to let this one play out. So here's what that one sounds like. And that's about it with the hot cue play. You can do a lot with the hot cues. There's all sorts of things you can do with the hot cue play. I might make a tutorial video on all sorts of ways that you can use the hot cues to your advantage in the future, but that's just the very, very basic way to transition from one track to the next using hot cues. So that's about it for the 5 simple transitions to get from one track to another track in a mix. But if you like this video, if it helped you out, be sure to give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions or video suggestions, be sure to leave a comment. If you want to see more content like this and check out my original music, DJ performances, or sound design tutorials, be sure to subscribe to my channel. Thanks a lot.